Alright guys, good morning. How are you doing? How are you holding up? Boy, we've seen some crazy things over the last few days. But one of them is gonna make you laugh. I'm going to include a video link to the peace deal that the Serbian and Kosovo presidents both signed over the week. And the Serbian president finds out that Serbia is going to move their embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem as Trump's announcing the deal. Yeah, that's when he finds out. Now, I don't know if he knew or not, or if he genuinely did not know that this was in that. But he's flipping through the papers like, you know that kid in class, they know a pop quiz is coming, but they're frantically looking. They're looking for all the answers that they should have already known. They should have already read and understood. That's what I'm saying. He should have already read this before he signed it. Now, let's move on. Also this week, Trump made some very discouraging comments about veterans. I'm going to tell you right now, this is a very sensitive thing for me, being the daughter of a Korean and Vietnam veteran. I say to Trump, shut up. Seriously, Trump, shut up until your sons grow some balls and serve in the military like everybody else. That's not silver spoon billionaire brat. When Fox Newscast foreign correspondent Jeniffer Griffin called him out for it, he wanted her fired. Never mind how many times he has disrespected Fox News, with the exception of Tucker Carlson and Sean Hannity, he still wanted Jennifer fired. No. She called him out. More people should be calling him out on this. You don't ever insult veterans on any level. Not even the USSR was that disrespectful to veterans. Now, I'm not talking about Stalin, I'm talking about Nikita Khrushchev forward. Stalin was nuts. I think he's probably being poisoned with arsenic or some shit. I don't know. Now, let's move on. According to Forbes reporter Carly Porter Potterfield, many of the young people in their 20s are living with their parents. It's not because they have a parent that's ill and the other one needs help. It's because Trump and his privileged friends have screwed up the market. They are in so far debt for student loans. The job situation is just going to shit worse every day. So they cannot afford to live on their own. Now this number rivals the number of people during the Great Depression. In their 20s, the all intents and purposes should have been out on their own, cutting their own path in life. But no, they are once again forced to live with mom and dad because they can't afford an apartment. They do not have the jobs they were promised in college. Trump and his friends have taken them and moved them away. There you go. And then they want to complain because a basic income movement is really going full steam ahead. Well, if they're going to take jobs, providing a basic income is the very least they can do. You bastards. Now, in the latest round of government fear-mongering, once again, DHS is worried about a problem with our power grid around the time of this election. Pardon me, election. I have been voting since I was 22 years old, and I have finally learned we don't vote for anything. We don't vote for the people who run. God knows I would pick far better than this. We don't really decide anything. Nothing. But the word about an EMP around the selection or election, however you want to look at it, time. Electronic magnetic pulse. What they will do is it will render this computer irrelevant. It will become an overpriced doorstop if it gets fried by an EMP. Okay, why then? Why are they worried about an EMP around November 3rd? Why not tomorrow? Why not worry about it Christmas time? You see, months ago, Trump signed an order to harden up the power grid. Has it been done? No. Was it ever going to be done? No. It wasn't going to be done. There was absolutely no plan, no drive, nothing to actually do anything. Just to keep us talking. Now, why are they worried about this week again? It's because CDC came out last week and retracted their numbers. Oh yeah, they had to revise their numbers. So now, DHS has to take people's focus away from that so that CDC and FDA can be brought back into line, into what they're supposed to be talking about. Now, I'm going to give you an article that I didn't cover here, but I'm going to give you a link to it on how the U.S. drug makers are going to sign a pact to produce a safe coronavirus vaccine amid concerns about shots being rushed to the market before the selection, whatever. Alright, what in hell could possibly go wrong here? Besides everything. Why do they care about a pact? Because they're already going to have the release of liability. If something does go wrong, they're not going to be held responsible. They never are. It's been very few times that vaccine companies have been held responsible for the damage a vaccine does. Even with the Bill and Melinda Gates smallpox vaccine that ended up giving kids in Africa smallpox. But there was no real consequences. Nobody went to jail. They paid out a few $100,000. What did they fucking do? Bill Gates is a billionaire. He can pay out $1 million without a problem. He could pay $1 million like you or I would pay a phone bill. Actually, no. He would pay it a lot more, a lot easier. Yeah. We choose a pet. That's a better way. With the ease, he pays out $1 million for damages. Anyway, I'm going to give you a link to all these articles. I want to remind you one last time. We do not need to worry about anybody outside our own borders attacking us. The biggest threat to America is the American government.